Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. The date is September 30th, 2025, when I am recording this, and you will be watching it. I don't know the exact date, but it will be coming out. It will be coming out on October 1st, 2025. So Capricorn, let's get into it. Let's figure out what is going on this week because it feels like some wild energy. We have solar flares, we have comets, we have interstellar, whatever that thing is. I don't know. We have a lot going on celestially. We have a lot going on down here on good old Earth. And I want to kind of figure out what the heck? What the heck? So we have the Queen of Wands, one of my favorite archetypes. This is a lady who has been through some stuff. She is fortified. She has transformed over and over and over again. This is a person that, doesn't really involve themselves with the little frivolous dramas, the fighting, the gossiping, the back and forth with people, because this is the kind of person who has had some hard stuff, big tower moments, If you've ever lost anything profound in your life, if you've lost somebody you love dearly, if you have maybe lost your home, been in some kind of natural disaster or a disaster in general, if you have gone through poverty for, any amount of time, among so many other things, health issues, whatever, I feel like more often than not, you come out of a situation like that really being aware that you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to make that kind of trouble for anybody. You don't want other people to suffer. I would say that, for the most part, when you've been through some hard stuff, you just want to see everybody around you doing okay. It doesn't have to be like they're winning the lottery, although that would be cool. But you want them to have a better life than you. And I feel like that really is the energy of the Queen of Wands. She has gone through it, so you don't have to. Or you have gone through it, so your kids don't have to. All right. So we're going to start here. We have the number, it looks like 683. So 683. And I want to say again, thank you for deciding to click on the reading. And if you want to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. Also, if you have a prayer request, you can put that in the comments section. So we have, it looks like Gio, maybe? G-I-O or G-I-A for a name, possibly. Maybe a car. All right. So to me, it feels like a lot of what is going on revolves around the household. Okay, so here is the house right there. It has the number 3 right there, and also the 6. So 6 and 3 seem to be important numbers for you this week. We also have the devil energy right here. You can see with the human body, wings up here, but also holding, it looks like an airplane possibly, and one right here as well. So kind of this feeling of passing notes. So I feel that there is somebody in your life who is kind of stirring things up. And I think this is probably within the realm of gossip or, going out of their way to tell somebody like, oh, guess what they said? Or you weren't supposed to know this, but this is what they did. And running and telling them and causing kind of, a big uproar within the family or the workplace or the friends group or whatever. Is this the first time this person has done this? No, it doesn't seem like it. But it does feel like this is something that you're getting to like the end of your patience with. Okay. Now, this time I think it really affects your particular home. I don't think that. Okay, apologize for the hard cut here. My husband just came through. I'm filming in the bedroom. That just happened. That's what we had to do today. And anyways, he's gonna get the bath going. So you're gonna be hearing some water. And go take a bath. So anyways, let's see. We have so it feels like this person is not part of the household. They're on the outside, okay? And I feel like they're not sending these messages to you, but I almost wonder if it's like your older child or adult child or somebody who lives in your house that isn't necessarily your spouse, but it does feel like somebody who is important to you. Like you listen to them, of course, right? You have, it feels like a good relationship with this person. So for this thing to come up and for them to be hearing whatever these messages are, it feels like it is bringing in a shift in the dynamic, and it feels a lot more strained. I almost feel like you are on the brink of like getting argumentative with this person and vice versa, right? And so I feel like this is a thing that at some point is going to have to get sorted out, okay? Because it feel, and I'm looking at this, it looks like it says SICK, so sick. I feel like, honestly, I feel like this particular stressor is something that could, potentially end up affecting like your immune system. Also, I just feel like this overwhelming sense of sickness, right? Just feeling upset, feeling nauseous about this. Like you can't believe what you're seeing go on. You've worked very hard to have a good relationship and a calm household and, be in this place of union. And then somebody, from the outside, but still close in your life, like a family member or a close friend or whatever, starting this kind of mess. And I don't know why, but I want to figure out if we can kind of see, like, what is it that they want to accomplish? Because it doesn't seem, like, to me, it doesn't really make sense. It almost feels like this is just like an agent of chaos. Okay, so we have a person here being chased by another person here. We have here would be the head and the body, and then here's the head and the body. Above, we have the moon. Above this one, we have a heart, Okay. So there is a sense of, love, a crush, some kind of fondness, but also playing hard to get. That's a big, big feeling here. We also have I'm trying to look at this formation here. Okay, so we have what looks like somebody building something. You can see kind of the person here and then their arms and right here, whatever they're building. We have that 6 again. So I almost kind of feel like oh, 86, 86. I love tea. Look, I heart tea in the arrow. I feel like this is somebody that, I don't know, maybe at first you have been a little reluctant to get close with them. Maybe they've been kind of persistent, or I don't know, just something about their communication style feels like it is a lot. I think that you are somebody who probably prefers kind of the courtship and the romance and the fantasy of it all and the build up and all this. And this person is just kind of like, I like you. I want to move in. Let's get married. You know what I mean? So I think they must have a name with a T in it. I think the people in your life are happy to see that there is this connection happening. I also have a strong feeling of a return to faith here, where I wonder if like maybe your last relationship, it just ended so poorly that not that you lost your faith, but maybe it just was not a priority because you're surviving, The thing about magic and spirituality and faith and self-alchemy and self-work and all this stuff, it is a luxury in a way. I mean, it might sound silly to say it that way, but it is. Because if our basic needs are not being met, it is hard to focus on any kind of self-work, or at least in my estimation, it's hard to, I guess, rely upon your faith to get what you need. Now, it's not impossible, and there are lots of people that do, but I think so often we get so worn down by life and things keep going the wrong way, or we're not getting the things that we need. We're not making enough money. We can't find the right job. Our family life isn't ideal. Our relationships are suffering. The world is a mess, all these kinds of things. And it's easy to just let that rule you, go into autopilot, be dissociative, self-medicate, numb yourself or heighten yourself or whatever, and you don't always notice it. If it's depression or melancholy or anxiety or, whatever it is, we don't always notice it until, right, we start to get out of it or it changes in some way and we think, oh my gosh, how have I been living this way? But I think for you, there is a sense of having this connection with somebody who I feel that you do love. You're in love. Are they like the perfect person? No, nobody is, right? Are there things about them that you don't like? Yeah, for sure. I definitely see that. But I also see that there are a lot of reasons that you really do care for this person. And I think that, even at times you let yourself daydream about like what would it be like if we were together? What if we moved in together? What if we end up getting married? And I think usually you don't let yourself think about this kind of stuff, at least like too much, right? Like you're not having full fantasies and visions about it. Although I think with this particular person in this particular alignment, I do feel that there is a belovedness for sure. Now we have this heart again, the feelings of love. We also have, it looks like the letter J, maybe O, maybe Joe. Maybe Joe. All right, so I don't know. I'm going to ask the oracle cards. We're just going to kind of see. Maybe I'll do this kind of the way that I have been practicing. I've been trying some different ways of doing readings, different formats. So we're going to use the Hermetic Tarot deck, and we're also going to use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck. And I'm just going to, and this is how I kind of pull things. And I just pull it out. Okay, so we are starting with the Princess of Swords. Okay, so this is the princess energies are youthful, they're abundant, they're somewhat naive, not yet cynical, fertile, inspired, all of this kind of thing. Very emotional. The swords are within the air element. So we have somebody who is probably very intelligent, very aware of their surroundings, of themselves, of other people, probably somewhat precocious, maybe seeming a little older than the age that they are, if they're young, and just dead set on whatever it is, they put their mind, like, this is what I'm doing, and they stick with it, okay? So we have this energy to begin. How is this going to play out in the next week here? Endurance, okay? So maybe some need for strength, self-fortification, influence, okay? Concentration. Okay, so the work is important. Something you really need to concentrate on. I want to see about this. Are you influencing others or are you being influenced? Okay, but to me, the endurance and concentration really go together. Okay, so this one we're going to clarify this. Excitement, secrets. Okay, but what is this? Who are we influencing? Or who is influencing us? Impulsiveness. Okay. Excitement, secrets, impulsiveness. Okay, so we have the Two of Discs, change. I feel like you're going back and forth is the deal here, especially because we have the energies flowing. If you could imagine two people flowing back and forth. I do feel that there is a sense of excitement, obviously. Being able to share in your little secret world together, I feel like there is maybe a closeness that you haven't ever had with somebody. And this is like a place of almost, it's almost sacred, right? This place that you have built together when you are communing with one another. Now, I feel that this excitement, this belovedness, this, you know, you have like this, just, you wake up thinking about this person. You're always checking to see if they're texting, calling, what are they doing on social media, all that stuff. And you're just geeked out about it, but you also become kind of impulsive. Okay, so we have to be careful about this, about your decision making. Now, we still have the work at hand, right? What does that look like? What are we doing there? Manipulation. Okay. Inspiration. Criticism. So I almost kind of was thinking, to me, it almost feels like you're creating something, like physically, or maybe like music, something artistic, something artsy. Crafty is what I meant. Artsy, crafty. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you make content. But here's the deal. I feel like there is a sense of repurposing. So maybe you're reworking something, or you're taking old work and turning it into something new. You're very inspired. Now, I feel like there is a sense of not wanting to share because you do not take criticism that well. I don't either. So, you know what? I'm with ya. I need a drink. All right, here we go. Queen of Swords, Princess of Swords, Queen of Swords. So we're following the energy into really being able to see through whatever the mess is. So I feel like within your little, I just keep thinking of like a little nest or a cave that I see you like wanting to be in with this person, or maybe it is you guys are just spending so much time together. It feels like you're kind of like sequestered away from the rest of the world. But I think within this dynamic, you are really feeling good. And I mean, probably just flooded with like dopamine, serotonin, all this stuff, and feeling very creative in doing so. And this is really opening your eyes to the world. Now, maybe the physical world, maybe the psychic world, maybe emotional, creative, the world of abstracts, whatever it is. I see you really noticing things, taking time to like learn about stuff that interests you, that might help feed into your projects and the stuff you want to talk about, the things that you want to create. And I feel like there's this sense of being able to look at your life and thinking like, I'm finally doing the thing that I knew I needed to. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I always knew there was something for me, right? There was something I was supposed to be doing. I'm here for some reason. And I think you are coming into a deeper understanding of what that true will is, what that true purpose is. And I think that's a big deal. A lot of us have no idea. We have no idea. All right, so let's do our lucky numbers. Lucky numbers. All right, we have 33 or 6. 61 or 7. 45 or 9. All right. Well, Capricorn, I want to tell you I love you because I do, and thank you for being here with me today. It's always such an honor. If you want to help the channel in any way, I'm not asking for money, but if you want to like or subscribe to the channel, that really helps us over here get into the recommends and get the videos out to more people. Also, if you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. And again, if you have a prayer request, you can put that there in the comments or send it over to ulaishere@gmail.com. And yeah, I read all the emails. They don't always answer back very quickly. There's the last month, there's been a lot of emails. So I'm behind, but I am, I'm trying to catch up. And I've read all of them. So don't think that I don't read your emails. I do. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. We'll talk soon. Good night.